The Italian job continues and Chelsea pick up yet another away victory. That means we're officially the best away team in the league this season. 6 games, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. And Enzo Maresca's turned into a little ball genius because he said he'd been working on trying to get João Felix and Cole Palmer in the same team. And I thought today he got his tactics absolutely spot on. We could have and should have been out of sight in that first half. We were dominant for at least 35 minutes. The team sheet came out and there was no Malo Gusto, no Pedro Neto, no Romeo Lavia, and Balacio was in the squad, and everybody was thinking, what the hell's going on? At first, I'm not going to lie, I had my concerns because I thought he was going to play with a conventional back four. Obviously, invert one of the fullbacks, but I was worried about Balacio playing right centre-back out of possession. But it wasn't, and the little ball genius strikes again. So this is how we're set up in possession, and it worked perfectly because the way you beat Leicester is by stretching the pitch, getting it high and wide. Because if you look at Leicester's average positioning, it's extremely central, it's extremely deep, and they're difficult to break down. So you've got to try and get around that. And I thought the tactics complemented Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, and especially João Felix. So as we all know, Enzo Maresca wants to at least have a box shape in the middle of the park. This just creates overloads and allows us to play out from the back. So what he did that was very, very clever is he understands that we do lose a bit of creativity when a fullback goes into that number 10 position. So what he did was have João Felix coming inside, have Cucurella creating the width, and that allowed us to create this box shape, and it was beautiful. This complemented João Felix, but it also complemented Enzo Fernandez because it allowed him to dictate play from deep. And that's probably why he was my man of the match with a goal and assist today. So let's talk about each section of the pitch. Start out with defenders and goalkeepers. Look, they didn't have much to do today. The first 35 minutes, Leicester were just not threatening at all. They weren't expressive. They just weren't offering anything attacking-wise. Literally, Levi Colwill, Balacio, Wesley Fofana could have literally been reading a newspaper. But when they were called upon, they dealt with it significantly. And I want to give Benoit Balacio his respect because he hasn't played much this season, so his confidence, probably in his match sharpness, awareness, was probably down, but today he stepped up to the plate. He did very well when he come on against Liverpool. And I think Enzo Maresca, speaking highly of him, is probably given that touch of confidence that he needed to really think, I belong in this squad. So I know he has his moments, and I know people still have slight concerns every time he steps on the pitch. Today, he was flawless. He was faultless. Now, the two midfielders, Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, they were brilliant together today. And I said, these are the types of games where you can't play the two together. Against Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, I would probably start with Romeo Lavia just to give you that more defensive security. But against these bottom half teams, this is where we get the best out of Enzo Fernandez because he can really get on the ball, dictate play, be quick in transition moments, and I thought he was really effective today. He's so intelligent with his decision making and his vision. It brings a lot to how we want to play, and it also complements the runs of Nicolas Jackson. So Enzo Fernandez with a goal and an assist today. I thought the assist, he got quite lucky with it because Wout Fez was just absolutely poor in that moment. But brilliant from Nicolas Jackson. But his goal, I want to talk about his goal because I say this all the time. Midfielders should always gamble on second balls. And that's exactly what he did. It was a great ball in by Marc Cucurella. A fantastic header to get in front of the man by Nicolas Jackson, who was actually unlucky not to score his second goal. Enzo Fernandez did what all good midfielders should do. Gamble and anticipate on that second ball. And that's how he got his goal. Credit to him. I thought he was outstanding today. What I liked about him, even when he lost possession or misplaced a pass, he never shied away. Always showing for the ball, always being an option for his team. That's what you want from your central midfielder who likes to get on the ball, never shying away, getting on the ball, trying to make things happen, and then eventually you earn your own luck. And that's exactly what he did. I thought he was brilliant today. But Moses Caicedo, he just gets better and better and better. What I like about Caicedo is His ability just to read the game, to be strong in duels, not overdo things. His composure is unbelievable. The way he wins back the ball without being overly aggressive, but being aggressive enough, it puts the opposition off. And we don't speak about his ability on the ball. His ability just to keep things ticking. Those little 5-yard passes to people in space, to people in advanced areas are crucial the way Enzo Maresca wants to play. So another big performance from Moses Caicedo. Now, João Felix actually had a tremendous first half, and I think he was one of the main components of why we're so dominant. I mean, in the first half, he won more duels, completed more take-ons, and made more tackles than any other Chelsea player. Just after this, I was so appreciative of his work rate and his positional discipline, because he was almost playing two positions. In possession, he had to tuck into the number 10 position. Out of possession, he had to go out wide and block off any passing lanes, because out of possession we went back to a more conventional back four and pressed in a 4-4-1-1, which is what Enzo Maresca usually does out of possession. But I just thought his positional discipline was spot on, because he was tasked with two roles and he did them superbly. So for anyone that says he doesn't work his socks off, just watch that first half. So for the first 35 minutes of that first half, we were in cruise control. It looked so easy for it just to play out from the back. I mean, at one point we had 84% possession. Leicester made it very difficult for it to break them down. They were sitting everybody behind the ball. For the majority of that first half, they had the whole 11 in their own half. I don't care what team you are or who you've got out on the pitch. That's extremely difficult to break down. But just like in any Premier League game, the opposition will have the moments. And that for that last 10 minutes of the first half, Leicester seemed more up for it. They're starting to be more aggressive on the press. They're starting to turn over the ball higher up the pitch, and that allowed them to break more freely. And we did allow them back into the game. So half-time come at the right time. And at half-time, I was thinking, look, let's step up a gear. Let's really put it on Leicester. But Leicester started how they ended the first half. And they actually started the second half very well. This made us a little bit worried, because I was thinking, if we don't get this second goal, and the longer the game goes on, the more chances Leicester are going to create. And then there was a moment in that second half where I thought that second goal would come. And that was when Noni Madueke blocked Cole Palmer's shot. It was brilliant play from João Felix to pick up the ball in the centre. And then he drove towards Leicester's defence, played the ball out wide. It came back across the goal. Cole Palmer with an open goal, went to slot it home. Noni Madueke tried to jump out of the way, and unfortunately, it hit the bottom of his foot. Look, see what you want about Noni Madueke, but I really like Noni Madueke, and I know Enzo Maresca does, because what he brings to this team, no other player does. That relentless nature, that ability just to be direct and aggressive every time you receive the ball is really impressive. And the best thing about Noni Madueke is he can have 3 unsuccessful dribbles off the bounce, but he'll keep on trying. And that's what you want from a player. Like I said before, never ever shine away. And then lastly, I want to touch on the space interpreter, Nicolas Jackson. His movement is elite level, and I'm talking elite level. You might not always get the ball, but if you just focus on Nicolas Jackson, the way he just moves into the channels is so dangerous and just offers a different dimension to Chelsea, because it splits the 2 centre-backs, and that means you can have your midfielders running on behind, or you can have Nicolas Jackson receiving the ball in behind. But for Nicolas Jackson, I thought he took his goal very well. So composed. I thought his first touch was exceptional, just to bring it into his stride, and then a nice calm finish into the far corner with the outside of his foot. Clinical, and that's what you want. These are the games that you need your centre-forward to step up. Nicolas Jackson did so today. But look, there's plenty of positives to take out of this game, because although we had a changed 11, I thought we played brilliant. And I thought Enzo Maresca's tactics, we've now got a different way of playing. We don't always have to play with the fullback inverting into midfield. We can utilise the wingers tucking inside and have Cucurella playing as a left wing back. We've got a variety of how we can break down the opposition now, and that can only be a positive. And then I can't end it without talking about Cole Palmer. Everybody loves a discussion around Cole Palmer. I thought today he was good without being exceptional. But what I love about Cole Palmer is just how graceful he is in possession, the way he just affects games, it affects games in the right areas. That's what you want. Look, he would have gotten the score sheet if it wasn't for his own teammate getting in the way. But I just thought his ability just to link up play and just be decisive in key moments was exceptional. But I thought tactically, Enzo Maresca shocked Leicester. I don't think Leicester expected that. I think they expected Cucurella to come into midfield. And that box shape created by Moses Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, João Felix and Cole Palmer, just think of the creativity in that. The negative is we should have had the game out of sight early doors because we were far too superior. But look, 12 games in, we're sitting third on 22 points. We're end the weekend in third, still ahead of Arsenal no matter what happens, ahead of Brighton, ahead of Aston Villa, ahead of Tottenham, ahead of Man United. Chelsea have started the season exceptionally well and you can't wipe this smile off my face. Another win. We made it slightly nervous at times, but we need to thank Enzo Maresca for his tactical interpretations and the players for having the tactical awareness to execute it. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Another win, a much needed win, and just for us ending the day third, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm sure I will.